overnight that tweet became so viral that I hadn't expected that much of virality. He basically shared a picture and did a video call, and everything was ripped off. Basically, the devices were taken off.
You're not letting the bad experience of day one color your opinion of the entire summit.
If I don't promote this event as a founder, as a cutting edge tech founder of India, who will promote it?
Hello and welcome. My name is Sanket Upadhyay. You're watching me on the Federal. This is called AI with Sanket, not the AI as you know it. This is the AI of news. Because news in India today requires not artificial but analytical intelligence. A very interesting guest today with me, the young and dynamic Dhananjay Yadav. He's the CEO and co-founder of Neo Sapien. For all those living under a rock who do not know who he is, if you recall that the very first tweet which became viral, which got spoken about from the AI Summit, was of Dhananjay as the CEO of this company who was displaying products at the AI Summit. His products got stolen. Our heart went out. We were deeply concerned with what is happening. Is this how India is going to treat its tech creators? But then there was a positive story. Mr. Dhananjay got all his stuff back and he has a very good impression of the AI Summit. The entire and the complete picture from Mr. Dhananjay Yadav right now. Thank you so much, Mr. Yadav, for your time. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So,
would you like to tell us, Mr. Dhananjay Yadav, about what Neo Sapien is? We'll begin with the product first, and then we'll get into other things.
So you see, what I am wearing is Neo One. It's India's first AI wearable. So it acts like your personal assistant. So while I am speaking with you, it has already my voice fingerprinting, and as I am speaking with you, it will also understand who are you and build a specific knowledge graph between us, what we call as relationship graph, on the basis of facts, figures, and entity. So, for example, I am speaking with you about AI Summit. I met you over here. This person connected me. As we keep on speaking, it keeps on getting smarter and smarter and smarter. And now, after this conversation, I can go back to Neo and check out our curated minutes of meeting. So, because it knows my relationship with you, it can create very curated meeting notes. I can also ask it things like that: what was my first conversation with you, second, third? Who all did I meet at AI Impact Summit? Also, what our vision is that currently AI understands only 5% of the context, right? Which is what you proactively put on your chat GPT, Claude, Geminis of the world, right? Imagine if it understood 100% of your context. What are you speaking with your doctors? What are you speaking with your partners? So on and so forth. At that scenario, it will become so powerful that it can start taking decisions on your behalf. So, for example, tomorrow if my mom tells me, "Beta Swiggy se order kar do," not only will it understand from where does she want to order, what kind of cuisine, and what kind of specific dish she wants to order. So, what we are doing is we are building India's first AI wearable, which will create the most personal context. And we were so early that now even OpenAI is trying to get into the same field. And this is patented, by the way. We have got a patent granted as well.
Okay, that's very interesting. So is Neo Sapien built on any existing AI language learning module, or does it have something of its own? Just for comparison, you've got a cloud AI, you've got Chat GPT, you have Gemini, you have Grok. Then you have the Sarvam AI, which is an Indian AI. So what does Neo Sapien use? What is it built on?
So the big advantage which we have is we use group of experts which are open and closed source, which are completely fine tuned to Indic languages. So currently we are the best in terms of Indic language understanding of a user. And the biggest advantage that way which we get is now, for example, if you are a doctor, right, it will understand different model. If you are looking for companion query, different model will understand. Similarly, if you are basically a techie, it will understand separately. So imagine a scenario that we are able to perform those canonical searches where, for example, tomorrow As a senior correspondent, if you had to ask, what are some of my business goals? It will be able to give you completely different business goals versus if your finance manager had to ask it. And that's the true power of personalization. One of the biggest thing why I moved from Berlin to India, because I truly believe with this we can build one of the biggest companies ever seen. Because India is going to be the biggest voice AI market.
Very interesting, Mr. Dhananjay Yadav. But don't you fear that uh, this thing that you're carrying around in your neck is actually a snooping listening device, and it will also give you feedback on your bias. It will hear things which you don't even want it to hear.
Yeah. So one of the biggest things was I want why when we started, we wanted to make humans more human. 70% of our tasks are your laborious tasks, note taking, booking your calendar, sending your email, booking Uber, all these kind of tasks. I want to free people of all that tasks, and then they can actually focus on their creative tasks, which are majority. Also, secondly, when we talk about privacy, right, which we get a lot of question around it. If you see all the big tech, they have built their business essentially on user data. So today, if I tell on my iPhone Nike, 5 minutes within 5 minutes I will get Nike's ad on Instagram. In fact, today if you go into settings, you will be amazed to see that all the app have your mic access, and they are internally sharing your data. What we want to do is, I truly believe that earlier privacy was a myth. Now we want to create a privacy first wearable where now everything is encrypted. It's up to you which of your data you want to share with specific partners and what kind of data you want to share with, say, for example, tomorrow calendars of the world, food delivery apps of the world. It's up to you what do you want to share.
Very interesting, very unique. Let's hope you get great success. And with a device like this, obviously, this does the job of an executive assistant, of
Exactly.
taking down your notes, of understanding what you want. So it is quite futuristic, and I'm pretty excited about it as I hear from you. I just hope it's not too costly, Mr. Yadav.
It's not too costly because in India we wanted to scale, so we have planted at 12,000, which is with unlimited subscription. So we are
How nice.
one of the most. Firstly, everything we have built in India. Okay, majority of one thing which we when came back to India, I wanted to make sure that our products, unlike earlier, aren't white labeled or copied. So we never had playbook, and then also we wanted to make it affordable enough that everyone can afford it.
This is brilliant. And I also hope that usually a problem that we face a lot from tech products is redundancy. That within a year you will have a version 2.0 or a version 3.0, and that makes the first version redundant. So I hope you have built in some hope for people who will buy it and then will find your first version of the device uh, operational, say, for the next couple of years or few years before you launch another upgrade.
Yeah, because one of the things is, right, I truly believe that human machine interaction will change. And that's where how we move from desktop to laptops in the internet era to 3G and 4G smartphones, right? Essentially. Now people are going to move to AI wearables where now majority of their work would be done by AI wearable. Very limited task would be taken care by cell phones, which is currently happening with laptops.
Fantastic. Let's now come back and ask you the next couple of questions related to this product, which got stolen. I mean, that tweet of yours, it was heartbreaking when you went on the internet on the very first day, when you had a certain degree of lament in your voice, saying that you were asked to leave and vacate the stall, where one section of the security guards told you to stay, the others asked you to leave. There was utter chaos and confusion. And when you came back after 6 hours, you saw that your beloved uh, device is not there, stolen. I also wrote on your tweet where I said, why don't you ask the police for CCTV footage?
Hmm.
Uh, a seminar hall like this would definitely be under CCTV surveillance. Just share your entire experience, what happened, right up to the point where you got your product back.
So basically, one of the biggest thing which actually took place was we reached by advisory. It was clearly mentioned that we need to create our boot by 9:30 a.m., which we did, and I was quite. I am still excited that this is AI Impact Summit is a step in correct direction because we need to also have event like CES Web Summit, right? And this could be one of those events. So I am still very excited. It's a correct. It's a step in correct direction. So what we did was after putting our devices at 12 o'clock, we were sanitization started off, cordoning of place started off. So there were different set of security personnels who were asking us to sanitize and leave. So first set of personnel, they actually came and told that basically one person can stay. So I told them that we are building India's first AI wearable, which is patented as well. Would love to stay and showcase our wearable. So he told me he looked at it. He really liked the product. He told other guys that leave them behind. एक person रह सकता है. So they left behind. I was happy. Then the second security group came. They were like, "Sir, आपको निकलना पड़ेगा." So I was like, I have spoken to the sir, the previous sir, and told him that he also told me that I should stay back. But then he was like, "No, no, you have to leave right now." So while leaving, I basically asked him, should I leave our devices over here? Because internally, you want your devices to be seen by PM, who matters the most to the country, right? And our devices do stand out. So he told me that please leave your belongings over here and you don't need to worry because this is a secure zone and others have also left the belongings over here. So I left, and then it so happened that after 12:31 we came to know that gates would open only post 5 p.m. Luckily, what had happened at that point of time, there was a volunteer from IIT Roorkee. His name is Sai. He has been following our journey from long time. So he has been a fan of the product. So he was like, "Sir, it will open only after 5 p.m. If you want to leave, you can leave." So I was like, yeah, so I will leave because it doesn't make sense if it opens at 6:30, right? 6 hours is too much of a push, right? And especially in that heat. So he was like, I told him, can you please pick up our devices? He was like, yeah, definitely, sir, for you. So after 6:30, when the gates got open, when he went over there, he basically shared the picture and did a video call and everything was ripped off. Basically, the devices were taken off. Yeah.
And then what happened, Mr. Yadav? Subsequently,
So
post your
subsequently,
tweet.
yeah, so at 7:30 you are extremely disappointed, right? Because you are looking up to an event, you have done your accommodation, logistic, flights, everything, right? So you are very excited. When things like this happen, it leaves you little disappointed. So at that point of time, I just wanted to say things out. So I tweeted, and overnight, that tweet became so viral that I hadn't expected that much of virality. But one of the things also I liked about the ecosystem, it supports you if something is going wrong, right? Next day, first thing in the morning, police called me at 8:30 a.m. They were like, "Sir, we would love to know, we would love to figure out your product." Lots of people called me, lots of police folks called me, and after that I went and met police directly. And I must say, the way police has treated me, it has been very empathetic, it has been very caring. In fact, to an extent, I would like to say that I have become a fan of Delhi police because they treated me really well. And yeah, and they happened to figure out within one day
I'm
itself.
glad you have a good experience, but hold that thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, so that if you could tell us, I mean, this is a positive. So obviously, if something good has happened, it's nice that you're sharing
correct.
the good which is happening. So eventually, how did they discover your device? Where was it? What did their investigation tell you?
So they actually looked at CCTV. They basically figured out that two contractual workers had taken our device. And in our case, the device looks, it stands out and it looks like a really good looking device. So they must have thought it's a very good looking pen drive and they took it. Then they were able to figure out that these are the guys.
So it was the work of a few contractual workers.
Yeah.
And that is what the police has told you. Anyway, we won't
Yeah.
get into the identity of those
Sure.
contractual workers. I'm sure the
Sure.
law will take its own course. But the point is that you were able to recover your products,
Yeah.
you were able to display. And now
Yeah.
let's come to the last point of this interview. I see the latest batch of your tweets talk about the importance of this AI summit. You're not letting the bad experience of day one color your opinion of the entire summit. I think that's a
Mm.
very mature position to take.
Mm.
Why do you
Mm.
feel this way?
Because my thing is simple, right? If I don't promote this event as a founder, as a cutting edge tech founder of India, who will promote it? I want this to be even bigger next year, just that it could be planned better, right? And I think after the first day we were able to learn a lot of things. After the event also we will look back retrospectively, learn a lot of things, and I want to continue supporting, right? Because I want it to be the biggest event globally. I love my country. That's why I shifted over here, and I'm totally excited. As much as I could promote, I will promote the event.
All right, Dhananjay, all the best to you, and
Thank you.
can't wait to experience your product. I'm
Yeah,
going to
would
buy
love for
one.
you to try it. Yeah,
I will definitely try. I'll
yeah.
definitely try. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you.
Dhananjay Yadav.
Thank you.